Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. In the previous video, I have shown you a quick overview on my pharmacy management system project. If you have not seen that video, just go to the description and check out the link. In this video, we are going to work on the first page of this project, that is login part. So let us start with that. So let me create an application first. So let me click on File, New Project. Then we have to go with Java with and then we have to click on Java Applications. Then click Next. And here we have to write pharmacy management system, and then we have to press finish. So it will create a project for us, and you can see a project has been created. Now let's minimize this part and let me create a login JFrame for here. So we have to go to the JFrame form, and here we have to write login and we have to press finish. So you can see a default package has been created and login form.java form has been created. Let me decrease the size of this one. Let me increase this one size to 1366, 768 and press OK and save it. Now we have to place a label and rename it as login. And after that, we have to place one more over here for username, and we need text field for this to get the values. So let me increase the sizes to, let's make it as 300, and let me place one more column over here, not column, label over here, and rename it as password, and let me place a password field over here. Let me increase the size to 300, and now we have to place a login button, and it should be login. And after this, we need one more button to close this form and all. So here we are going to place a icon. Okay, so you have to go to the description of this video and you have to get all the images. Let me show you all these images, and from there you have to just copy this one and just remove this pattern.txt file. Just copy this one and get back to Netbeans. Okay, and here the package, here we have to create a package. Let's create a package with name images and just paste all the images over here. Let's paste it over here. And after that, let's save this one. Let me close this and let me open it again so that all the images get loaded. Let me scroll a little bit right, and here over here right click on this, and then we can select all these images. So we have to click on close and close this one. Okay, one more thing, we have to remove the text and decrease the size of this button to just make it as like this, and place it in the corner of this one page over here. And after that, we have to select these all fields and we have to increase the size of this one. So make it as bold 12. Okay, and close this. And we also need to place a icon in this one. So the icon name will be login.png. And we also need to remove this one text. Remove this one also, and this one size should be a little bit bigger than others. So let's make it as 36 and also make it as bold. Okay, and now it's placed to the center of this one and save. Now we have to change the layout to absolute layout. This one you can see layout has been changed. Now we have to place a label over here. So just place one label and go to the properties, and we have to select the icon that will be login background.png, this one, and you have to just place it perfectly on this frame. You can see, and just minimize this part of the part, and here you have to just select these fields and place it to the center of this one. Just scroll a little bit down, and center of this, not complete this one, I could just scroll this to the Okay, this one is also selected. Just deselect that one. Now scroll to the center of this page and paste it. Now we also need to change the color of this thing, this three levels. Let's go to the properties and change the label to white, this one. Click on OK and close. You can see, and here double clicks. Okay, so we have to exit this application whenever any user click on this, right? So we have click on this button to generate the event, and you can see event has been generated whenever anyone click on this one. So we have to do something to close this application, and we also need to ask for confirmation. So for that purpose, we have to write the code. So int a, just a variable we are considering, and G option pan, we are going to import it from Java X Swing G option pan. From here we have imported this one, and dot show confirm dialog, this one we need to import, and here at the first place we have to pass the null, and after that we have to pass the message. So do you want to close application? This message we are going to pass, and after that we have to write select, and after that we have to show J option pan toss dot yes or no option, this one. If user selected yes, in that case it will equals to 0, and in that case we have to system.exit to shut down our like this applications. So system.exit, and we have to just pass the 0. Okay, and just save this. So if I now run this one page, let me start this one page, and here you can see it look like this. If I click on close, and if I click on close, yes, you can see application get closed. So in the above you can see there's a menu, buttons and all is visible. Okay, so just go to the navigator, and here we have to go to design. If you are not able to see this navigator option over here in the left side over here, so you can go to the Windows, and from here you can click on this one to see these options. Okay, after that you can right click on JFrame form, go to the properties, and you have to just tick this one undecoded, this one, to remove the minimize or maximize all those options, to just remove it. Just save this one, and if I run it again, so if you see that like above all those maximize or minimize or close options were removed. Now it's visible in the full screen. So let me close this one. So let us start the coding now. To like whenever we click on a user, so it should log in, right? So it should connect it with our database. So for that purpose, let's write the, let me decrease and let me open the database first. Let me create a new database. So this is my Mysql. This I'm using Netbeans Mysql database. Okay, so here we have to create database, and here we have to write pharmacy and press enter. Now we have to go to the library of this project. So leave it that Mysql. We are going to create tables and all from over here from project. Okay, so we are just going to use it later point of time to display all the tables. Okay. Okay, so now you have to go to the description of this video. From there you will get some libraries that you need to add in this project. So right click on this, and I'm just showing you how you can add it, and from description you can get the link and download those files. Go to the add jar files, and from here you have to add absolute jar file and MySQL connected Java, and one more package you have jar you have to add items. So this items will use to generate the PDF and all, and MySQL connected to good connectivity with MySQL database and all, and for the layout purpose we are going to use this. And after adding, click on open, so it will add those packages in our project. You can see added successfully. After that, we have to create one more package in the source package. Right click on this and click Java package, and here we have to write DAO and click on UNDAO. So you can see a new package has been created. After that, we have to click on Java classes, and here we have to write connection provider and press enter. The class has been created. So after this, we have to create a method inside this one that will be public static connection get con, and inside this one write try, and the connection we are not able to import, and here you can see we need to import the connection from our SQL import java.sql.connection. We have to import it from here. And one more thing, we need to import the java.sql.driver manager, this one. And after this, try, and this should be a catch. If any error occur, in that case, we need to catch that exception E. And first, we are going to print that exception. System out to print, and we are going to print that here, and then we are going to return null over here, and in the try block we have to write the code to creating the connection. So class dot for name we need to pass, and it will be com dot mysql dot jdbc dot driver, put semicolon at the end, and after that we have to create the connection con is equals to driver manager dot get connection. We are creating connection over here. At first place we have to pass the URL, so jdbc mysql and // localhost, and at 3306 port our MySQL is running, so that's the reason we have to write. And pharmacy, we have created that database over here, you can see pharmacy, and after that we have to write question mark over here, column, okay, here, and after that we have to use SSL and equals to false, we have to write. After that we have to pass the username. So by default MySQL database username is root, but if you change it while installing it, you have to write that name. And after that we have to pass the password if we set any while installation. So I have set 123456, so I'm going to pass it over here. And after that we have to just return and con whatever we have written over here, created over here, just need to return the con. So here you can see JDBC MySQL localhost 3306 and pharmacy database, and using SSL false and root password. Okay, now it's time to create a table in our database. So for that purpose we are going to create a class over here, so Java class, and here we are going to rename this class as a tables. Press enter, and inside this we have to write public static. Okay, here we have to just create a main method, so press enter, and just you can see public static void main, and this we are going to call try catch, to write try catch, and exception, and here we have to write display whatever the error we get. So the option dot show message, we don't want to print it to the console, we just want to display as a pop-up. Okay, and in the try block we have to write connection, not this one, connection, this one we need to import, and this one we need to import it from Mysql. Okay, so we have to write it manually. Import java.sql.connection, this one, and after that con to connection provider dot get con, this one, and after that the statement, and here we write statement. This one we also need to import it manually. Java.sql.statement, this one, and statement st is equals to con dot create statement, and st dot execute update, this one we need to write to execute the query. And in this we are going to pass the whatever the query we want to whatever the table we want to create, we have to just pass, and after that we have to just display the message. So show message, here we have null, and over here we need to write table created successfully, and save this. And over here we are going to create a table. So create, let's scroll it down, this one, create table app user, and here we have to write app user underscore pk int, and here we have to write auto underscore increment, and it should be a primary key. After that we have to pass the user role. So user role and varchar and 200. After username, the next field will be name, varchar, and it should be also 200. And after varchar, the next field will be for date of birth. So DOB varchar, and we are making it as size 50. After DOB, the next is mobile number, and varchar, we're going to make it as 50. And after varchar, the next, after mobile number, the next field will be for email, and varchar, we are making it as 200. After email, the next will be for username, so user name, varchar, and let's make it as 200. And the last second field is password, varchar, and let's make it as 50. And address, varchar, and it's 200. Let's save this. Let me scroll a little bit right over here, and you can see create table app user pk int auto increment, primary key, user role varchar, name, varchar dob, you can see mobile number, you can see email address, username, password, and address. So just save this one and right click on this run file. So you can see we are getting Java lang null pointer exception. Okay, so why we are getting that? Okay, here you can see com.mysql driver, you can see there's some kind of error over here. So let's go to the connection provider, and here you can see we have written the wrong this one. So we have to change it to MySQL, save this, and let's get back to the tables and right click on this, click on run file, and here you can see the message table created successfully. So there's a multiple reasons that like Java null pointer exception generated. So you have to check it like what is the wrong, and you will see also the error over here in the console. So from there you can rectify the issue. Okay, So mostly the issues was related to this page, okay, related to null point. So you have to fix it over here. Now let's go to the login.java page and we have to go to the source over here. Let's scroll a little bit up in this page. And first we have to set the location. So set location relative to, and here we have to just pass the name. So it will be the center of the page. And okay, after that we have to generate an event for this login button. So whenever any user click on this one to generate the event, and we also need to rename this text field's name. So here I'm going to use txt user name, and here we also need to change this txt password. Okay, one more thing, as a initial phase we are also need to add one user in our database. Okay, so let's get back to the table, and here we have to add one more user. So here we have to write st.execute. As initially admin, we have to add it manually in our database. For that purpose, we are going to write the code. So insert into app user. Here we write user role and okay, and user role. After that, the next field will be for name, dob, mobile number, and email, username, password, and after that values we need to pass. So it will be one by one we need to enter. So the role will be admin, and after admin the name will be also, let's make it as admin, and after we have to pass the date of birth. So let's write here 16 12 19 19 2, and after that we have to write the contact number. So 0000111122. We're just passing a temporary dummy number, and after that we have to write a username. Okay, okay, mobile number we have to first read. So okay, we have the email address now, admin@email.com. After email, the next will be username. So I'm going to write admin as the username. In the password, we are also going to make it as admin. And at last, we are going to pass the country. So I'm going to write, and let's put this semicolon is required. So just put a semicolon and save this. And we already have this table, right? So just comment this one and just run this file. So it will insert that you can see table created. We are getting message. So here first we're going to check the table has been created or not. Yes, table has been created previously, and we are going to check that user details has been inserted or not. You can see app user 1, user role admin. You can see the name, you can see the dob, and you can see the mobile number, and you can see the email address, as well as you can see the user and the password, and you can see the address over here. Okay, now we have to get back to the login.java file, and here we have to I think we have already changed the name of this one. Yeah, double click on this login button, so generate the event. After that we have to write here string user name, and here we have to write txt username dot with text. We have to pass this one. To get the values from that particular field, we are going to pass it over here. So string, we need password. So here we write txt password dot get text, and after that here we write int temp is equals to 0. This variable we are going to use it like if your user is able to like having correct credentials or not. For that purpose we need to use this. After that we have to write try catch block to catch any error occur, exception E, and if any error occur, in that case we need to display. So goption dot show message, and here we will write null, and here we have to pass E. And now here in try block we have to write connection we have to write from Mysql. Okay, it's not getting input, I don't know why, but we can also import it manually. So import java.sql.connection. We need to import this one, and let's get back over here. So connection con equals to connection provider from DAO. We need to import, which we have created over here. So we are going to import this DAO dot get con, this method we have created, and after that we have to pass the statement. So statement, and we also need to import it from SQL. So import java dot SQL dot statement and st dot con dot create a statement. Then we have to write result set, and we also need to import it manually. So import java.sql.result set, this need to import, and result set, and here we have to write rs.st.execute query, this one, and we need to write the query. So select star from app user where name is equals to single quotes and double quotes plus plus, and here we have to pass the username and password is equals to single quotes, double quotes, plus plus, and password we need to pass. And after that rs, okay, here we write while, like this, while rs dot next, and here we write temp is equals to 1, and after that we write if rs dot get string, and if user, we have to get the user rule, whatever the user rule. So user rule dot equals, if that one is equals to admin, in that case we need to route to the different page dashboard, and in else condition we need to route to the different dashboard. Okay, so let's create a JFrame over here. So right click on this, create a JFrame form, and over here we have to write admin dash code and press enter. Let's close this one, and over here we have to write set visible. We also need to hide this login page, so set visible false, and new admin dashboard dot set visible, and here we write true. And in else condition we are going to just make it, spell this one, set visible, we are just making it as false, and we are also going to create a dashboard over here. So just right click on this JFrame form, so pharmacist dash board, and press enter. You can see a dashboard has been created, and we have to just pass this one to pharmacist dot set visible. Here we have to write true, and outside of this while condition, and here we have to write if temp is equals to 0, and in that case we need to display a message that password. It means that it's not able to find any user with given username. So in that case we need to display the error that incorrect username or password. Incorrect user name or password. And after that, just save this one and let's try it out, like it's working as expected or not. So right click on this run file, and here you can see close is working fine. Now let's try to log in. So I'm going to write admin1 and I'm going to write the correct password and try to log in. You can see incorrect username and password. This error message is visible. If I delete this one, if I click on login, you can see we are able to route to the some page which is blank. It might be admin dashboard or pharmacist dashboard. So for testing purpose, let's put a label over here and save this, and let's run it again and let's try to log in again once. Admin, and I'm going to write the password admin and then to click on login. You can see we are able to route to the admin dashboard. It means that it's working fine as expected. So this is all about the login part of pharmacy management system. I hope you guys like this video. So please hit like and subscribe my channel. Thank you.